I was facing some technical issues with my microphone, so it was not bringing the sound. But I think now it's sorted out. And if you cannot hear anything, just let me know. Put some comments in comment section. And thank you very much for supporting my page, supporting my content, and following, liking, sharing the content. And if it's your first time on this platform, please don't forget to press the follow button. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to press the like button so that you can share with everyone what we are bringing to you on this platform. So today I have a story which is making some rounds on social media, and this story is about Maningi Queens FC, which has withdrawn from the Zimbabwe Women Premier Soccer League. Okay, so that's the story which I'm going to cover today. So yesterday I had some rumors, and I was trying to find out what's going on this issue, and today I decided to bring out the story because some reports are saying that the story is true. So we have Maningi Queens FC. This is one of the teams which are in the Zimbabwe Women Premier Soccer League. So they wrote a letter to the Zimbabwe Women Premier Soccer League that they are withdrawing their services from the league. Why? Because there are a lot of things which they mentioned. So they highlighted three things, and these are the three things which we are going to talk about here today. So I'm going to tackle each and every issue which was raised by Manning Queens FC. All right. So we know already that our football in Zimbabwe is not on very well, and there are a lot of challenges which are facing clubs, which are facing junior development, football, and also some clubs are struggling financially, the likes of Kwekwe United, Dynamo FC, and other clubs. Okay, but that's not the story for today. Let's focus on what what is happening with Manengi Queens FC. All right, so the first thing which they highlighted is about the grants which are coming from FIFA and grants which are coming from CAF. So you know we have grants which are coming from these football governing bodies to support football in different countries as long they are registered with FIFA and CAF. All right. So the first thing which was highlighted by Maningi Queens FC is about the abuse or the we can say they are Zifa. They are alleging that Zifa is diverting the funds which are intended for the women's football in Zimbabwe, and they are being diverted to the Warriors, the men's team. All right. So these are the issues which are making some rumors, and this is what they wrote. They say there is an abuse of grants, which are supposed to be uh, going to the development of the Zimbabwe Women Premier Soccer League. They are not going there now. They are going to the Zimbabwe men team, which is the Warriors. I don't know how far true is this, but this is something which they wrote. And, it's a disturbing thing because which means Zifa is not organized if they are doing like this. They have to look for the sponsors for the national teams, whether it's Might Warriors or the Warriors team. They have to do away with this issue of taking funds which are intended for certain categories of football in our country and they take them and give them somewhere. This is not right. So that's the first thing which they highlighted. And the second thing which they highlight is about the training compensation of players, especially from big clubs who are taking players from the club. Okay, I think this has to do with the signing on fees or paying of fees from the club which are taking players from Maning FC. All right. So, and the other one is about high fees for paying referees. So we know already that in our league, we see that clubs are the ones who are paying referees. So we have four match officials, and all of them they are being paid by the home team, right? I don't know who brought this system. This is one of the most awkward system which I ever seen in any league that clubs are the ones paying referees. So if you look at this system, it doesn't work. It's working, yes, but professionally, this is not the right system to follow because if there is exchange of money between a home team and referees before a match, who knows how much they have been paid? For example, let's say the match officials are supposed to be paid 100 US. Maybe they are going to put another 50 on top because we don't know what's happening between the referees and the home team officials. So this is something which has to be worked on. I think some time back, Zifa spoke about this issue that they are going to change this system whereby uh, football clubs must not involve must not be involved in paying referees. So they are going to set up a system whereby referees are being paid from Zifa, which is a good move. But at the moment, we see that football clubs are the ones who are paying referees, and this is not a good system because already home team has advantage because they have paid a referee, and who knows what they discussed, and we don't know, and how much they are being paid. I'm not quite sure. I need to find out how much referees in Zimbabwe are being paid, and we know already that some clubs they are struggling financially, and sometimes football fans are not coming to the stadiums, and this is also affecting revenue or financial flows into the club because we know that most of the clubs in Zimbabwe they rely on get takings. So it's not like Simbabora, it's not like Scotland FC. These are the clubs which are not relying mostly on get takings. But other clubs, they mostly rely on get takings. And if fans are not coming to the stadium, then there's a big issue here. There's a big problem. And this is where we see that clubs start to struggle. We have this issue of Kwekwe United. A lot of things were happening with Kwekwe United, with some rumors that they are going to the hotel and they're not paying. And at one point, a match was delayed because they didn't pay for the stadium. So these are some of the issues which need to be sorted out. If we are to develop our football in Zimbabwe, we need to make sure that clubs are well uh, managed with either the administration or financially. All these things must be in place so that we don't see these issues coming up. And also sponsorships. Sponsorships must be on the ground, and we don't want to see whereby Zifa is taking funds from uh, or taking the grants which are intended for um, women's league, and they are going to the Warriors, which means there is no proper sponsorship here, which is coming from the from Zifa, and it's very strange to see something like this happening. I don't know how true is this, but this is what was wrote by Maningi Queens FC that the grants are not reaching the final destination and they are being used somewhere else. All right, so we come back again to the issue of referees being paid by football clubs. So these are some of the issues which brings up the issue of professionalism in our league, the standards. Because if you look at other clubs, for example, our neighbors South Africa, I don't think we are even halfway of what they are doing. Clubs and the governing body, ZIFA, all these, and the Premier Soccer League, all these stakeholders must come together and find out how best can we improve our football. It's not only from ZIFA, it's not only from the sponsorship which is coming from Castolaga, is also coming from the clubs, how they are running their football affairs, because what we see sometimes doesn't add up to uh, professional levels. So I don't know what you think, guys. I don't know what you think. Are we moving in the right direction in terms of our football administration or football development? We saw that in Norton under 17s were playing. I have been following, these competitions which are played in high schools, the Nash, um, Nash competitions. I saw a lot of talent. I saw a lot of players, good players playing in these competitions. But when it comes to the national team under 17, I was like, where are these players? I saw a lot of good players which were participating in this competition. But the way the under 17s were playing, I don't know how. It looks like they are tired. They don't know how to play football. It looks like somebody just took them from the streets and say, okay, you are going to play on this position. You are going to play on this position. It's worrying to see this coming from our young talent. And, if the under 17 are not performing, don't expect the national team to perform better, because these players which are playing today are the same players which we are going to see in the next 5, 10 years playing for the Warriors team. So we have a big problem, and on this issue, I hope FIFA is not going to come back to us. We know that we have been there already. We got a ban from FIFA because of some issues and the affiliation of politics and football. And I believe on this issue, if they are very serious on this case, they may end up bringing some bans to our, I don't know, maybe to Zifa or to football clubs which are involved in these issues, but this is something which has to be avoided at all costs, because we don't want to see another ban coming to our football in Zimbabwe. So, guys, if you have any comments, if you have anything to add on this issue, you are free to put some comments, and maybe you have a different story of what is happening on this case. You can share with me, and also don't be afraid to share your comments on this platform. I know some people will be like, if I comment, maybe I'm not going to give you a very negative reply, but on this platform, everyone is free to share their opinions, and I don't think I'm very strict on how people comment. The only issue is we don't promote abusive comments, and we need to follow the community guidelines which are set by Facebook. Other than that, everyone is free to share what they think, and this is how we can grow. This is how I can grow. This is how also we can understand football much better than to be like I know everything. I don't know everything, and I need your support also to share with me what you think. And we are going to bring a lot of stories here on the page, and you have to stay tuned, and don't forget to share with everyone what you think, and bring more people to the page. And we want to see our football um, developing, starting from the grassroots up to the national team. Okay, because I know people are very much disappointed with the Warriors, and I don't know when we are going to be happy again as a country. And we have the Afcons which are coming up, the Afcon Africa Cup of Nations. I believe FIFA is well organized to prepare for the Warriors. Otherwise, that's another disaster which is coming up for the national team. All right, so stay tuned, and I think this weekend we have Chibuku Super Cup, and maybe on Friday I'm going to come up with another live session where we are going to discuss the teams which are going to play over the weekend for the Chibuku Super Cup quarterfinals. And I believe we have good fixtures there. I think Dynamos is playing against ZPC Kariba. It's going to be interesting. All right, so guys, thank you very much for tuning in, and don't forget to follow the page. And also, if you go to YouTube, you'll see the pages there also. You can subscribe and put some comments and whatever you need to comment, as long as constructive feedback and anything positive comments. So stay tuned. See you next time.